And actually, William, I see you're about to dive into the use case breakdown here, and this is one of the most exciting sections of the presentation. And just as a segue to that, I'm really excited because working with technology advisors and their base, they actually identified a client in the financial services sector, and they had some challenges that technology advisors brought to the table, and we were able to do an assessment and essentially figure out how to cater to that particular client. And so it was a recent win for us, and congratulations, William, on that. It was a big score, and really proud to have them on board. And now we're in the implementation phases, but maybe you can give them a rundown on how that whole sales cycle went and what we were able to do for them.
Right. So thank you, Alex. Indeed, they did a very thorough search and analysis in the market. They are current SugarCRM users, and one important thing for them was that the SugarCRM integrated really tightly with the phone system, for the administrative, and then also specifically so they could have the actual contact center make a lot of important decisions for them. So why they chose us was because we have an end-to-end solution for that. We have the friendly CRM telephony, it's called that because it's easy, very easy to integrate Sugar and our telephony. And then our cloud phone system, they're able to do the administrative portion of it, but then for the contact center solution, they don't have to have 3 different vendors. One for the CTI plugin, one for the cloud telephony, and then yet another vendor, for contact center functionality, because more moving parts, the way they saw it, is a propensity for things to break. And so they have one vendor to go to that does in one solution that's already pre-configured and preset to be able to work. We work all the bugs out, so to speak, and that's what they liked about it. And then last but not least, another reason why they chose us, and from a very high level is because we were able to tailor their skills-based routing call flow that they wanted so they could make intelligent decisions based on the customers that were calling in, because they have 2 major distinct customers that they don't want to mix up or send to another agent who's not skilled in handling that type of customer. So for us to be able to do that automatically by identifying the criteria, like you mentioned earlier, Alex, in the presentation where we're able to see it, we, instead of other vendors who said, yes, we'll do professional services and build that for you, what we did proactively was create the exact tailored workflow that they sent us as a requirement. And when we had a call to review to make sure that we understood it, not only did we show them that we understood it by telling them, we actually did a demonstration within a SugarCRM and our telephony platform and made the intelligent decisions based on criteria that was a different level criteria, exactly how they wanted it done in their workflow and their wish list. And then seeing is believing, and that really helped out to give them a comfort level that the technologies were all in one and that we could work nicely with the SugarCRM. And, they told us those specific words, seeing is believing, and they were very grateful. So we went above and beyond by communicating together as a team with technology advisors as to what was important to them. And in this slide, you guys see why they picked us, because of the all-in-one, end-to-end, and the way that we could integrate very intimately with SugarCRM. So now, how we realized the vision even further for the customer was because not only did we do that from a very high level because of the versatility of our system with the APIs, which are the hooks that work together with the SugarCRM database, but also, I believe Alex alluded to this earlier, it was important to them that the call recordings be linked to each record. So they could easily access those recordings right from SugarCRM and not have to call a supervisor or an IT person to go and retrieve at some future time those records. For their business, they needed that to be readily available within SugarCRM, so then they were able to do that. So that was important to them, and their vision was realized by us being able to facilitate that recording on each and every record where they needed recording. And then also, not only does the customer service need to be on the platform and enjoy the CRM, but also their sales team, which part of it is an inside sales team, but another part of it is folks that are out in the field. So what we do is we have a solution that allows them, whether they have iOS, an iPhone or an Android mobile phone, they're able to download the ActiveDial application, and they're able to dial right from their cell phone, but through our phone system. So they have an extension on your mobile where you're calling from it, but people think that you're calling from the call center, but indeed they were calling from the actual cell phone, and they were out in the field driving out and about. So a lot of doctors like this, a lot of lawyers like this, because they don't want to call from their personal phone, and this customer didn't want their agents or their salespeople that are out and about to be calling from their cell phones in that number. They wanted to keep it consistent, that it's all business, and they want to be able to retrieve that and tie it in later on to the CRM. So that was important to them, and our mobility solution helped them. And then for the at-home, some of the at-home workers are able to go on their laptops or their desktops at home and download the application to their Windows or to their Mac computers, and they're able to do the same thing. That's what I use when I work remotely. I'm in a hotel traveling across the country. I log in through my laptop, and their salespeople do that as well. And then some of them even have iPads or tablets where they're able to download the application. And we don't charge a nickel and dime our customers. We give them access to that, and they really like that they're able to set up a sequence where if I'm not at my desk and I move, then it follows me, and it goes to my iPhone, or I'm at home, and it knows after 1 or 2 rings, if I don't pick up here, they all can customize where and how it rings, and it's a consistent experience for all the customers because they're calling from the business and they are readily available for their customers. So that was important to them, and with our solutions, they were able to do all of the above. And then what were the results, for them? They were ending their usage with their current telephony provider, and it became apparent that everything needed to be time sensitive for them to start doing this, and they thought it was going to take 2 or 3 months for us to do this implementation for them. And lo and behold, we created a Gantt chart and showed them that we could do it, in 1 or 2 weeks, depending on how fast they wanted to do it. They said they would do it in 2 weeks. Could we do it? And we outlined what the process would be like. We collected the information from them up front, and we were able to provide for them an implementation that would not take months. Everything is already in one solution, so it eliminates a lot of trial and error. No science project here. Everything was there, and they could take advantage of the pre-configuration, all the essentials and the fine-tuning that already comes with an end-to-end system. And they were very happy about that because now they were able to make their goals and not have to incur expenditures with the provider who was putting pressure on them. They just didn't want to have to succumb to. So those were the results. They were happy. We're moving forward nicely with them, and we were able to give them the solutions that they wanted. So that is the case study, and I offer to the audience, anybody out there that is interested in a demo that's customized to your specific need, not to all of our other customers, please contact the consultants at Technology Advisors, and they will share with us how you're using your CRM, just like we did with all the other customers, and we will determine, a course of action and create a demo for you so that seeing is believing for you as